It wouldn't have escalated if she didn't, like, was up all on my face. Stop recording, stop recording. Well,
she's trying to say, get that out of my face. And you're a good metre away from her.
Exactly.
Thanks to the CCTV footage, we can see how the distance is.
Yeah.
With yours, it looks like you're really close, but
Yeah.
once you add the CCTV, and
you get
I
a
thought
better
to myself,
perspective on that.
now that prosecution have admitted that into evidence, it's not up to us to try and get in. It's already in, so we just get to pick shit out of it.
Yeah. Morning. How are you?
Yeah, good mate. Good. You?
I'm good.
Beautiful day. Yeah.
I wish I was out there. Just to stay ceremonies.
Yeah.
Recording.
No recording.
No. If I'm recording, remove the trespass.
Yeah, good. Yeah, mate. Good to see you again.
Hey Tony. How are you? Good. How you both?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Did you get that submission? You might have a copy.
No, I think so.
Just submission to the
Centre.
okay.
Centre.
Okay.
Centre.
Okay.
Centre.
Okay.
Yeah, well, casual to the SLD to the...
It's Francis. It's basically just I've gone through and put timestamp marks of everything through the video, letting you know, and that's to deal with the judge's issue in regards to a question. I figure an apology resets any contempt still in these day and age, or any perceived contempt.
Yeah, you obviously got the transcript.
No, we haven't been supplied it. The judge said that it would help us actually, well, we're still waiting for it. But then we're still waiting for the transcripts that we've asked from this registry from January.
Yeah.
They've failed in every manner, so they're being in contempt. Have you got the transcript?
Yeah, it's sent through.
So why weren't we?
I don't know. Should have been. Do they have your email address or anything? Yeah.
We've been communicating for the last year and a half with them by email. So
Yeah.
they got that last night per email.
Yeah, it's available. So
It'd be good to be supplied it.
yeah. Well, it should have been sent out to you. I just assumed that.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't.
Oh yeah, I can't speak for what they're doing, but it's available. Is what I'm saying. So what's the gist of this? Sorry, I'll read it. Is this
That's just basically, yeah, I've got another copy. Yeah, that basically just addresses a couple of issues to begin with. The fact that at the start there, Felipe says that she didn't tell him to, and yet 23 seconds into that video she says, organise it yourself. So why is she lying on the stand saying she didn't tell him to go and organise a flight crew? It seems that Mcindoe was saying no, he didn't. You're not allowed to record at the airport because, as an employee, that might be part of their employment contract and policy that he knows he's not to record, but it doesn't mean he isn't allowed to. I've also got an email from the airport confirming that he has every right to use the Section 14 of the Bill of Rights at the airport. So it's simply because Cherie here had a delusion of privacy and didn't want to be recorded in the course of his duties, which he has the right to do. So. Still not ready? It literally just a time frame and highlights everything that was said in the order that it was said. You know, Mcindoe never told him they were trying to get him to, he said 3 times, we're not trying to get you to leave. So all of a sudden he's been trespassed by someone that won't identify themselves to him. Because he has some delusion that he can't record. Hands off to Aaron Schuster, the other police officer. He was just trying to keep things calm, de-escalate, have a chat. But Cherie here, we haven't filed an IPCA complaint because it's still before the judiciary, so there's no point. But that'll be filed against her. You know, have you got the disc of the video, or do you need my USB stick again?
No, I've got the disc.
I'll use that same file for the time frames.
Yeah. So is this just sort of...
It's just a breakdown of the video with a couple of notes from the defendant as he's going through what he understood, you know, Section 45B of the Trespass Act is a defence even to be trespassed. He'd left his baggage unaccompanied at the airport. Don't want to cause an emergency now, do we?
Yeah.
So,
I'll get the registrar to print a copy of the notes of evidence because that should have been sent through. So.
Get the other one done as well while you're at it.
Oh yeah, well they just dismissed came on the 23rd of January. Still waiting for that. And the 29th of June, we're waiting for that through.
That's suitable to council.
See?
Okay, that's going to change the same thing.
I'd just like to point out that the lawyer's got her phone on and using it, or if you'd like to. Different roles, perhaps. Special privileges. Oh, she's a member of the bar. So what?
Yeah, exactly.
Sitting here on their phones.
There's water there.
Next case, Tony Adams to Courtney Booth.
So that was a use and a German having sought and been granted already. I believe we have.
And you people made it still?
Maybe you're only for the police for the evidence part of the control. And how do you see on the side?
Right. So we called through everything you've got?
Yes.
Right, nothing more. Right. So very understand. I'm just doing evidence, which in my view is priority in balancing savings is here. Most of the time is probably the biggest thing is not
Yes, I thought 2 hours, but it is dependent upon Mr. Adams, I understand, is going to get evidence, or was it the last hearing?
well, my estimate is over half a day, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. I think realistically, given this matter was hard heard, that first of all, it has to take priority, and secondly, it has to be finished today. And we're going to have further interruptions with the matters that have been stood down. And we're not going to be able to start at 10. We'll likely start at +10.
Yes, right, and one point on the start time is Mr. Adams didn't receive a copy of the notes of evidence from the last hearing. I've got a copy. I'll email that registrar to print.
Well, should we start at these? I've got.
Yes, it's taken through, I understand it from,
We'll print you out. How long do you think you start at 11?
yes, I'm ready to proceed, but Mr. Adams may, if anyone wants to have a look at those notes of evidence, there was a memorandum filed by Mr. Adams as well.
Here's a copy for the court.
I've just reviewed that, Mr. Adams, of course, can speak to it. It appears to just be some analysis of the video we watched at the last hearing.
Right, so that's really goes, I can see the images. So, but these submissions are really directed at the end point, isn't it? When you've completed all the evidence. So, just my brief look at it. It really is nothing I have to take into account today.
Well, yes, I mean, it's just notes essentially from the video footage timestamps and essentially the transcript of that. So I wouldn't say they're necessarily sufficient for
it's not submission. There's nothing you need dealt with today in respect of this, these submissions. These are submissions really, once the evidence is concluded, and which may wish to file or provide written submissions at the conclusion of the evidence after you've heard from the prosecution that they've written submissions. So this can go on the file, but it's not something I have to make a decision about now, today. Possibly today, but I do acknowledge that in paragraph 2 we have do acknowledge your apology. But I do acknowledge that in paragraph 2 we have do acknowledge your apology. But I do acknowledge that in paragraph 2 we have do acknowledge your apology.
The hearing on September 22, 2023 was adjourned by the presiding judicial officer after raising questions about the conduct of the defense during cross-examination of Nicholas McIndoe, namely that the defense asked if the witness was aware that the police had supplied the defendant with his home address. This was asked to see if the witness was aware that the police had breached the witness's privacy. Shortly after, the prosecution stated that the address was actually the witness's work address, which was an error on the part of the defendant. In no way was this question asked in an attempt to threaten, intimidate, or harass the witness, and if the court considers this in some way to be contemptuous or offensive, the defendant apologizes to the court should this have caused such offense in any way, as this was not the intent of the defendant.
But I do acknowledge that in paragraph 2 we have do acknowledge your apology. So start at use the notes videos. So start with
Thank you.
so you've got time to get the notes videos. If you need more time, then we can we'll discuss it.
Where should we go to grab the notes of evidence? Where should we get the notes of evidence from? Oh, she's doing it now for us. Sweet, thank you. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Cheers. Smith is the judge's name. We'll find out all the submission stuff. G'day, Aaron. How are you, bro?
How are you?
Looking forward to finalising this.
Yeah, so done with.
Done, sorted, mate.
Yeah.
Get back to work.
That's it. Yeah, indeed,
Nice,
mate.
brothers.
Cheers. Doing that on that, it's sitting in the sunshine. Go and do that. There's no point in leaving it going.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how you said that the lawyers were allowed to use their cell phones even though the public weren't? Does that include the officers that were all on their phones in the public gallery as well?
Conducting work as OCs for trials for those.
Oh, okay. As officers are in charge, okay. Fair enough. Good enough excuse.
You guys are right for 11, or do you want a little bit more time?
Oh,
It's about 10 minutes away.
11's good. We can just, yeah. Because I mean, we were there on the day as well.
No, that's right.
We're just
I just
finding the
noticed
bits where they're not non-responsive and lying.
Yeah. If you need a little bit more time, I think that's fine.
Do you get what I mean about 23 seconds in, where she says go and organise it yourself then?
Yeah.
And she's saying that she didn't tell him to go and organise it.
No, did you read the part in evidence? She says, I think that was in Tony's cross-examination. She then says that was after Tony's told her
that there was a Jetstar member. She doesn't understand what a Jetstar member is.
No. And in cross, if you go to the part of the cross, Tony's cross. Not sure what page it is.
That's all right. Cross-examination. The airport is not a public
That's towards
place.
the end, I think.
Well, let's start there because she's saying that she's not public. Why do people think that if they're in a public place they have some privacy? Cross-examine continues.
Yeah.
Sorry, where?
Yeah, this part here.
Okay, sorry, you said you didn't instruct me to get another flight crew, and she's saying correct. So she's lying again there as well.
No, so go to the next.
Yet the footage I asked you, did you say you're there clearly saying for me to go and organise my own flight crew? And she goes, after you made the comments that you can go and organise your own flight. Really? He never said anything about that. He said he was a Jetstar member, and she took that thinking that he works for Jetstar and can go and organise it himself.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's the evidence.
Yeah, well, the evidence is she lied on the stand saying she didn't tell him to organise it, when the video clearly says she says go and organise it yourself then.
Yeah, I mean, these are all sort of submissions on there.
What do we do if they need to get recalled in?
Why does she need to be recalled?
In case the judge wants to question why clearly the video contradicts what she said in testimony.
Yeah, well, that's a submission, basically.
We can do that in writing if we need to, if it's not dealt with or ended today.
Yeah, I mean, that's an oral submission that can be made or thing. And I mean, if a judge wants to, but essentially it's the
it's up to the judge.
Submission.
Cool.
I'm just going to pop in and test the footage, but I just wanted to check whether you guys wanted.
Good, that's right. I've just got to do a quick toilet stop and we're in there as well. So, cheers. Thank you very much. I do. Is it just not working, eh? Should be the only video file in the root directory. If the MP4 version won't work, if you look in the AVI folder, there's also an AVI version of it as well, because I've struck this problem before at courts where they won't play MP4s, but AVIs will, just in case.
Yeah, this was in AVI format though, and that's not playing, so...
Well, if you copied it from me, it should have been there, yeah. Yeah, if you go into that folder, there should be, yeah, the second one down. Second one down should be it, yeah. No, the one in the middle. Yep, that's the AVI form. And it won't even play it. So that's weird that the upstairs court played it fine.
Different systems. Oh, it's a new one.
They just got upgraded last month.
Upgraded. Yeah.
I'll split this with you and I'll go with anyhow.
Yeah, I've got one of those as well. Does it have?
Do you have ClickShare? I mean, can you do ClickShare on your laptop?
But I've got
I have it on I can send you a link or for Google Drive if you can play that.
I've got an HDMI cable, I don't know if that plugs in.
Which I
Plug
can.
into your laptop or?
Oh, does the HDMI go from USB-C to HDMI, does it?
It's just HDMI to HDMI.
Have you, did you get the link and it's working for you? Oh yeah, I can see it working.
Is that the sync version?
Yeah. That's why I upload them onto the drive just in case, you know.
That was lucky.
Sorry?
That was lucky.
Yeah. Cover all bases these days, mate.
I should do that last time. It was in disclosure.
Yeah, we've got
I
that.
produced that with Cherie, but that's just a copy for you.
That gives her the permission to trespass him. So why does Nicholas sign the trespass notice? Why didn't Cherie? Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm just curious as to why it wasn't in the writing. referendum.
Kia ora te motu o nō re te kāwhakawai te course of the staff for on a judge.
The issue is that no recording devices can be in court, and that includes mobile cell phones. I appreciate, as I understand it, from lawyers using it, but lawyers using phones for calendars, etc., they have a duty to the court by reason of their profession to comply with certain rules, and that will include recording. So, if you've got any electronic devices, would you be able just to read them into security?
I can. Myself and Tony, or just me?
Then has the amount that then there's no argument about it.
Myself?
Why would you and why you make those arrangements?
Oh, okay. Sure. We can't just give it to him now.
No, there's a process.
Oh, you've got to do the form, of course. Yeah, I've had it seized before at the security checkout. Want to take out phones again? That's discrimination, I tell you. Just wondering, do we need to go like this in the seat of the judge when we go back in, just to make sure we don't leave him down? Discrimination. Hi, we've been told to surrender our phones before we can have our hearings. So, it's on airplane mode anyway, so no one's going to ring me.
And just say at the bottom, property consideration.
Sorry?
So once you've done for your business, we know.
Was it? Sit you
Sweet.
Thank you, lads. Much appreciated.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.